Welcome back to Bros in a Landfill, the only podcast that plays indie games made by one of the members of the podcast?
That's a specific condition, but we'll take it.
Yes.
Hi everybody, this is called Legs Outta Line. It's a game that me, Lunchbillion, and some friends of mine made for the Game Maker's Toolkit Game Jam. It's a platformer in which you don't decide when you jump, it's on a timer. And it's pretty difficult and jank, because we just barely managed to put it into the in the time. I'm gonna give you a hint right now, Try, that if you hold a direction into a wall, it will pretty much kill your momentum. So
okay, cool.
You're gonna want to like jump and then adjust.
Oh, it's all these like 2D vectors.
Now it's a pretty tricky game. Like where you should your jump arc depends a lot on like how and where you were moving like before you jump. So if you're running, then you get a big long one.
This is gonna be one of those things where I gotta like, I'm not gonna be able to jump over from here. I have to jump over from the other side.
Pretty much. You're gonna want to get to that long bit over there and do a running jump.
Oh, this is cruel.
Yeah.
Though I respect it.
Welcome to the it's pretty rough.
I mean,
but it's the kind of game it is. It's a Hey, there you go. Yes.
Let's go.
The thrusters will activate in the air. So that's an interesting thing. And you're dead. No fanfare. You're just straight back to the beginning. So this game is, it's difficult, and the idea is to get to the end. I guess just to get to the end, but we've got a timer there if you want to compare how well you did with your friends. And there's also a secondary goal of collecting all the blue flowers, which is like, it doesn't count on the HUD, but it'll show up at the end of the game if you want to get them all. But it's pretty tough to get them all. So.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to try to get them all.
Oh, jeez, we're gonna be here a long time. There are 3 levels in this game, and there's one particular flower in level 3 that's like just unbelievably brutal.
Well, depending on how long this takes, at least the first level should be a good introduction for people to come out and want to try this game themselves.
Sure.
Oh, I gotta see how I gotta go over there. Okay.
Yeah, just remember, like, don't hold a direction like into the wall.
I know. Well, I'm not trying to. It's just this is a very okay. I guess I'm just dead.
It's not easy.
I mean, I'll be fair. Like this looks better than anything I worked on for the 2D game development in my college class.
All right.
I think my final project in that game was a match 3, mobile game that I made just out of pure cynicism because I was so just done.
Well, I mean, that's like a dark bit of backstory. I want to know. Can we let's play that?
Yeah.
Let's play match 3.
I mean, if you can get the mobile, if you can get like a mobile emulator on your computer, sure.
Oh shit. All right.
And I don't know if I still have the APK though. I think I have it on my. Old
oh no!
Oh, fuck!
Damn it. You gotta remember, even once you land, that you're still gonna jump in another 2 seconds.
God, fuck! This makes me the Ego Raptor, doesn't it?
It might. It might.
God, this.
But hey, Ego Raptor's a very successful person, even though he sucks at games. So
yeah.
You know.
I mean, he's a professional at being bad at video games.
That's true. If you can just get better at sucking, then
I don't think you can get better at sucking. I don't think you can get better at sucking at games than me.
The line stops here.
Between a mixture of bad coordination and just plain old stupidity, I have a tendency to just be bad. Well, it's very deceptive. It's a very deceptive start because you think, oh, just run and jump, and then no, the timer takes too long. Here's a question: what was the decision for how long the timer goes for? How did you guys come to that?
Just a little, pretty much just like trial and error, really. Like we were gonna make it longer, but like then it became too annoying to you start to feel impatient, because like 2 seconds is actually kind of a long time in a platformer.
Yeah.
But I guess it needed to be long enough that you weren't just gonna fling into any obstacle. Because you know we've got these areas where there's spikes on the ceiling, so you have to be careful. To quickly get through those.
That's a hard jump. And it's only the beginning of the game.
Yeah, there are 3 levels in this game. Level 3 in particular is one, like, we made it and when there were like a couple hours left. Like the first, especially the second level is pretty well, like, tested and designed, I think. And the final level is like a little bit bullshit.
Oh, so like all classic platformers.
Yeah, I guess so. We'll say that it was like a freaking, you know, a retro, like, comment, if you will. An homage. Definitely not just because our programmer needed to go to bed and we were so tired.
Yeah, I can just imagine like those sorts of game jams being a nightmare on the sleep.
We actually tried not to, like, we didn't want to get too crazy about it. Like, we did get up early and stay up late, but we didn't like pull an all-nighter or anything.
Hey!
Oh, you got the flower. Okay, so by the way, these like things sticking out of the ground, those are like those tall things. Those are checkpoints.
I see. I kind of figured, given that you start off with that and has a C on it.
Okay, well, I'm glad that our expert game design showed through there.
Yes, you did the art design for this. I assume.
Drew everything. Yeah. So I made this in a team of 4. My friend Reese. Basically, like, I'm making another game project that you can follow on Twitter that's a bit more ambitious than this.
Well, not only on Twitter, but there's an official Discord, isn't there?
There's a Discord now. There's all kinds of... Shove it all on the screen, I don't know. And we're called Studio Hip Sword. And we basically did... It was that same team that made this game. As kind of as just like a little exercise in like putting something together very quickly, because our main project is like it's gonna take years of our lives. And we wanted to get like a little bit of experience just like quickly putting something together and finishing it and releasing it.
Yeah.
So the game
I'm sure it's a good. Yeah, I'm sure it's a good breather as well.
It is. Like, I purposely went for a pixel style because I wanted to like not feel the same as our other thing. It was quite refreshing. All right, I know you can do this. Try. I know. Shit. Now,
you have way too much faith in me as a person.
Well, normally you don't have to, like, most people who have played this didn't have to commentate a show and run a conversation, you know.
You're giving me, like, maybe with most people, if they were trying to play while commentating, yes. But at the same time, this is me, the person who doesn't do 2D side scrollers because I'm bad at them.
Oh, so this is like 1000% hard mode. Yeah.
Which reminds me, we got to do a Super Mario Maker episode at some point.
We do. I'll try and make it less cruel than this game.
Or I can have you play I mean, you need to get a capture card first, but I could totally get you to play the levels I make, which will be either super uninspired or just bullshit.
I would like to get a capture card at some point. Like anyway, because I like to make other videos sometime.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be good for like your own like channel as well.
Yeah.
Given
all right, this is a focus moment. This is the time that we're gonna get pots. You have to like sometimes if you like have a change of halfway through, you'll die because you lack a conviction.
I know.
It's not like.
Well, it's sad.
Sorry.
Well, it's sad because I'm more than aware how like these physics engines work in Unity, but at the same time, it's like I'm just bad at games.
I understand the systems perfectly. I'm just terrible at them.
Yeah.
Look, if we can get to the first checkpoint in this first episode, I'll be very happy.
Yeah.
You know, you got to adjust your goals. Shit.
I think part of the thing is I'm running too soon, so the jump's happening too late.
Yeah, something that I find helpful, like, is to watch the timer. When it gets down to like 0.2, it can be a good time to just run forward and.
I mean, it's good that the timer is there since it like to let you actually.
Yeah, I think if we're planning to come back to this game and make it a little more polished and make it a little bit more forgiving, like to allow you to like hold a direction against the wall and stuff. That was just something we didn't have time for. But another thing is to maybe change the timer into a bar that goes down like a meter.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
It's a bit more intuitive than like 0.63 seconds. It's like, what does that even mean?
Yeah, no, yeah. Well, especially because like when you're trying to look at 0.63 seconds, it's like sort of. I think another thing too is like maybe a little bit more vertical, like a little bit less reliance on momentum.
Yeah,
like
it's
trying to
would want to fine tune it. Like I do. On some level, like the momentum part of it is sort of the fun, but like it could be a
yeah.
But yeah, there'd be a lot to do. Like this is as good as we could get the physics like within.
Oh yeah, no.
The period. And I think there's something there. All right, let's not worry about the. Oh wait, you already got the flower. Cool. Checkpoints.
Yeah.
Look at you. And the next part of the game. Let's do this shit. I didn't doubt you for a second, Try. So yeah, this is weird now. When I drew this tile set, I wasn't really expecting it to be an underground level. But like we couldn't get a scrolling camera, so we decided that we just needed to make the most of single screens. So it became very vertical. And so,
I think it's actually kind of funny that the first level, despite this being a game about jumping, you're actually going down.
Yeah, this whole game is about going down, actually.
Yeah.
How strange. Oh, there you go. Now you're getting up the steps.
I see. So that part, like, it's like, oh, well, the whole beginning part of the game is all about learning how to jump vertically. And now it's like, oh, I mean, like, jump with momentum. It's like, oh, now you got to jump carefully up and down.
Yeah. Some people describe this as kind of more like a puzzle game than like a platformer, which I think is pretty apt. I think our level designer, Sailor, did a pretty good job of like having the level design force you to learn like how to control this character.
Ah!
Actually, wasn't such a bad time to die. It was like a time save. Luckily, the game does not count your deaths. In an update,
nice.
we would love to make it count your deaths, just because it's a game where you die a lot.
Well, I mean, especially if you think about like this as like one of those like quote unquote hard games.
Yes.
Where it's like,
nice.
oh,
Check
it's
that
like,
shit out. Nice jump.
See, I get what I have to do there, but I don't want to do it.
It's actually not that strict. As long as you like start holding right like after you've fallen past the wall, you're pretty much safe. Yeah, nice. Now you're getting it. Nope. Shit.
Shit. Oh,
It's a like.
So I find it interesting.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I think one of the interesting things is like if you're trying to jump straight up, it's like you have to just wait till it jumps, then go over. Fuck. Like you can't just. That's like if you're next to a wall, it's just just wait till you jump it, then push right, not while you're trying to move.
Sure. Yeah, that's true.
Oh fuck. I'm not paying attention as close as I should be.
You can't wait like in that spot on the right. Like just throw yourself into the pit.
Yeah.
You can do it. I know you can do it. I know it's in your soul. It's in your heart.
I've done it before.
So close. So the music in this game was done by a new friend of mine who's just joined the Studio Episode team.
Nice.
Called Yogev. He is the most lovely man in the entire world. And it's like he feels like an important member of the team, even though I met him like 2 weeks ago. You're
just saying that because he does music and it's hard to find composers.
No, it's actually not hard to find. Well, it is kind of, but we've had like 4 composers reach out to us and be like, "Hey, like we want to work with you. Hey, you got a checkpoint."
Yeah, well, I guess it's finding a composer that's a good fit for you.
That's true.
And like for your project.
Yeah, he's
like
a great fit.
Anybody. It's like anybody can write music, but it's a matter of the right music, you know.
Yeah, because he like sent us an email like wanting to work with us, and he was like, "Here's a bunch of stuff I like in soundtracks," and we are like, "That's the kind of shit we like." It was like, like with no prompting, he like pretty much said all this stuff that like we wanted from a soundtrack person. So, hang on, are we going for a full flower run or?
Yeah, I mean, might as well, at least for this first level.
Sure. Well, this is actually level 2. Like, just like whenever it's
Oh.
new tile sets, like a new
Oh.
level. There's no
Oh, I
like
see.
level complete screen, unfortunately. So this is like the second third of the game.
Oh, see, I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to get in there.
I find this to be a pretty difficult one myself. Like, it's important to remember that the guy like designing the levels is the guy who's just living and breathing this game for 48 hours, you know?
Yeah,
So
no.
it's like it makes
Oh, no.
perfect sense to him. And then like someone else comes on there like, this
Yeah.
is actually really difficult.
Yeah, well, that's kind of like what I learned through my game design courses. It's like, oh shit, like I can be like super intelligent. I guess even like not just the game design courses, but like being on Ace Attorney Online, making your own fan cases
Yes.
and stuff. It's like, oh,
People
or I
can-
think even a good like, yeah, like, you can go.
Oh, it's just like people can write some really like obscure solutions that like we don't have the information for, but they like, you know, it's from their head.
I would say the other good example of that also is my experience with doing role plays, especially like the Danganronpa role plays, is that like you can think you have everything designed very well and very paced out, so just people need to present their evidence and it comes together really easily, and then it's like, nope, people are not gonna play the game as you expect them to.
Yeah, I think it's a difficult balance between like finding like I think you've got to land on that last block and then like I forget exactly how to get in there. Yay!
Oh, there you go.
There we go. There we go. Right. What was I saying? Yeah, I think when making a game, I guess it's like everything people say about being a dungeon master as well, where like people
Yeah.
aren't necessarily going to do what you expect them to, and you have to be prepared for that and account for the, you know, the different kinds of misunderstandings that could happen. All right, next checkpoint.
Yeah, I'd say at least with role plays, you have the freedom to switch things up on the fly and make things accessible to your players.
Yes.
Like with video games, you have like until you've published the game really, and then afterwards it's just hope for the best and learn from mistakes.
Yeah, I feel like making this game has taught me that playtesting is important. Because like there's just shit in this game that like, I mean obviously we only had that period of time, but like,
Oh yeah, well
there's stuff that we
I think
didn't catch that like only by watching a new pair of eyes play the game do we notice.
I'm gonna throw, maybe this is probably a very lukewarm take, but I think one of the great things about game jams is they give you the place to make safe mistakes.
Exactly.
Because from my experience as a programmer, you learn the most from the mistakes you make, like the bugs, like the regrets in a piece of code or a project is the stuff that's going to stick with you, and you're going to learn the most from. The things that you just easily figured out yourself aren't going to stick around. It's the stuff like, oh, I don't want this shit to happen again.
Well, I mean, somebody has to challenge you to change you, I guess.
Yeah.
It's funny. This is one of those jumps that like doesn't necessarily look super intimidating.
Well-
And any other platform, this jump would be like so easy.
Yeah, but I think that's the deceptive thing about the game. Sometimes it's the harder jumps that are easier in this game
Yes.
because it's just, oh, just build the momentum and let the timer go down. Here it's like, oof, where's the optimal place for the jump to happen?
Yeah. Because you gotta decide like where to begin your run up from. Hey, there we go. Oh shit.
Ah,
Okay, there's one thing that's unfortunate. The hitboxes are not perfect. That was
Yeah, I
one
get-
thing that we wanted. Like, we are planning to update this game and like just clean up some of the rough edges. And the main thing I want to fix is the hitboxes. Like, it's just because like the hitbox for the spikes is like auto generated, and so it goes right
Yeah.
to the very edge of every pixel. And sometimes you can get killed in very unfortunate ways.
that was unfortunate.
Well,
Well,
dying
and
is never fortunate, right? But, you know,
Fair.
hey,
Oh,
nice. Oh shit.
what makes the jumps also difficult is, like, since you're going down, you're just progressively having more ceilings on top of you.
Yes. This is a particularly tough ceiling bit. But it's been fun, like, giving this to various people and, like, seeing how well they do it. It's I think this game's very difficult. Though, as a friend of mine, I gave it to him and, like, he was getting, like, a better time than I can, like, just intuitively. And he was like, yeah, this game's pretty cool. I'm like, how are you doing all of this? And he's, like, talking about, like, the most, like, optimal, like, kind of speedrunning path where it's like, oh, yeah, you want to go this way, you want to bounce off of this platform to save time. It's like, who the fuck is this guy? And I think that's kind of fun, too, that, like, there's kind of more... People can find, like, more depth out of a thing that you made, because you were so busy actually making it.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that the whole, like, theory behind, like, the wave dashing in Melee?
Sure, yeah, there's no way that they intended it to be used in the way that it was used. I think here I usually jump on that first block and then, like, I'll do a long jump from here. Oh yeah, that works.
Ugh. I should really try to jump over that block.
Yeah, like, I'll usually try and just jump beyond that whole middle section. I think.
Like, it's like, oh yeah, I don't know. It's just,
By the way, this game does have controller support if you felt like using an analog stick for some reason.
If you felt like further torturing yourself.
You can use arrow keys or WASD, you know? So, like, you know, it's fucking features, right?
Yeah.
A lot of the stuff, like, came in right... Sorry, go on.
I was saying, what's one of the nice things about Unity is, like, it's really easy to make compatibility with other controllers.
Yes. We're meaning to get a Mac version of this as well, which is, like, not too difficult. One of our big regrets is that we didn't make this just play in your browser. I think it made less people want to try it out during the game jam, because so many other games you can just play instantly. It was just an oversight, really.
Yeah, no.
And this is absolutely the kind of game that seems like you should be able to play it in your browser.
Oh, yeah. But hey, I mean, that's something that you could polish it up with.
Yeah, absolutely. No, like, this is kind of just, like, the concept. And I feel like, I know it's, like, obviously, like, a bit rough, but I think the concept, like, has potential.
Definitely.
I think it's a fun idea. And, like, multiple people have, like, enjoyed playing this, even though it is rough. So, like, a version of it that we didn't make in 2 days, I think would be really cool.
Oh yeah, but that's probably the fun about game jams as well, is that the limit, like, just by the nature of limits, it kind of lets you see what more you could do with it after the fact with polishing or.
Yeah, and at that point you already have, like, a base to work with, you know. You're not, like, starting from, like, an infinite freaking point of imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it's cool because we could mostly just, like, add on, or, like, because I'm pretty happy with the artwork in this game. Like, it's not like I feel like I could spend I could spend a million years working on it. But I think it generally looks pretty good. I think the character's expressive. Now, okay, this jump right here is, like, as our level designer Sailor put it, this jump is where boys become men. This part, I think, is fucking impossible to get that second checkpoint. Holy shit! Okay, that's, like, the hardest part there, I think, but I guess it depends on who you are. Now, in my opinion, the middle path is, like, way too much of a crapshoot because, like, the collision's too unreliable. So I always go this way, and then... Oh my god, you're fucking doing it. Oh, so close. Oh shit, actually, if you're going for a full flower run, then you gotta get that one on the left, too.
Oh shit, okay, well that makes sense.
Dude, if you actually get all the flowers, like, I'm very impressed with you. I mean, it's right there. It's more like that... It is not super easy to get, though. This one's kind of tricky.
I can... Okay, let me start.
Oh, shit!
No.
So close.
I've got the right idea though. I've got
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got the timing down, I think.
Yeah, I really like this idea of like this kind of this air jump. Like I'm really happy that we made a system where the jump also triggers in midair. Um, when I just started drawing the graphics.
Oh,
you fucking got it, dude. All right. I think now just going to the right would be the easiest way through. It's like I think the level designer has gotten through the left path without dying like exactly once. So probably the right ways. But yeah, this part, it's really fucking hard. Though, if you want some secret, oh damn, you're doing it. Never mind. Don't need my help after all. Oh shit! I'm quite happy. Like, I think this level's pretty good. I just think the collision like makes it too unfair.
yeah.
But I generally like it. I'm really happy with the aesthetic of this level, like visually and orally, audio-wise. I think Yogev did a really great job on this track. He was
Yeah, this is awesome.
he was like, hey, it kind of looks like space, and we're like, it's actually caves, and he's like, can I make it sound like space anyway? And we were like, yes. So I don't know. I think it's got this cool kind of otherworldly feeling. It feels like appropriately epic for the last part of this tiny game, and yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like echoey. I think it fits the space really well. I almost didn't draw this tile set because I was really tired of drawing fucking tiles. But Sale was like, come on, you gotta do it. There's kind of like this. We didn't like get to fit any story into the game. We wanted to do like an open and crawl, like fucking Blade Runner or something, because we thought it'd be funny. But like the plot is that you're trying to. Okay, now you're just like willfully throwing yourself.
I mean, I've noticed sometimes that like I've actually made the jump and I just kept running over. It's like sometimes the jump would trigger at the right time.
Okay, so it's like if after 20 deaths, maybe you'll get over. It's funny. I don't think that's how that works though, because your timer resets when you die. But okay, here's why it would work sometimes. I think sometimes you carry over your momentum from whatever you lost.
Yeah, I think that was a thing.
So I guess it's possible that could work.
As if I keep dying here, I'm gonna keep building up momentum.
All right, here's something that a friend of mine figured out yesterday that makes the jump a bit easier. Like, if you jump and hit the wall up there, if you tap left and then tap right again, I think you can like regain your air control. I'm not entirely sure how he was doing it, but like he was like turning around after reaching the wall and then turning back. It's probably better to hit the lower wall. I don't know. But yeah, this is where boys become men.
It's funny, like we start the level off with me just breezing through this, and it's like, yeah, no.
No, that's how I did it in testing. I didn't realize it was that hard until like after we like finished the game. Because like, you know, Sale was the one designing the level, and he was like, try this.
Oh, I see. Oh no, okay. Actually, no. I completely see what the guy was talking about.
Yeah. Thank you, John. It's still tricky, but like it makes the jump a lot less scary. But this next part isn't really a slouch either. Just gotta jump to the right, fall down there. That part's like, not the hardest part, but it's that lower section that is really scary.
No, it is.
But no, honestly, like I think you're doing pretty well considering like how we started. You've come a long way since the desert.
You say it as I keep falling off the edge on it,
Well,
like accidentally.
Still though, like this part is way more demanding than the desert. Right now you're still tracking for time better than James from Improv. So I just posted this game to like my Facebook and I had people I didn't expect playing it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't think that. I feel like I should be able to be able to jump down there, but I don't think the hitboxes are gonna let me.
Yeah, that's pretty much the problem. I'm looking forward to coming back to this game to make it less broken. Yeah. So the plot to this game is meant to be that like, I'm sure you read the itch page.
Yeah.
But to those who don't know, this is a game about a guy who is like a cyborg. He's just like gotten his like legs like refitted, but they're malfunctioning and they keep jumping him every 2 seconds, and he's trying to get home to dinner. Oh shit!
Ugh, overshot the.
You were so excited that it happened, you weren't prepared. Oh, nice.
You actually had to take it a little bit slower than you think.
Interesting. Oh, that was real close.
Like, you kind of want to, if you can get the jump to go off right while you're above the.
I believe in you. You know what sucks? How the song "I Believe I Can Fly" is being ruined.
I know.
Like, it's a classic, you know. That's a song that would show up in kids' movies, weirdly enough. You know what? Let's not go there. I don't want to think about R. Kelly right now. So
it's one of those. I mean, it's one of those weird things where you kind of have to be able to separate the artist from the art from the artist, especially when you're looking at like influential, like pieces of music. Because I'm sure if we go back in history, look at like all of these famous like works of art, like all of these like people, like there's probably something fucked up with a lot of the like classical artists.
Sure, because I guess culture's always changing. I think we're like learning. It feels like maybe for the first time on this level, like we're realizing the strangeness of celebrity worship. I mean, like, it's only been, I think it's only in relatively recent human history that's possible to be as famous as people are now. Like, and have people, like, know exactly what you look like and what your name is and stuff, you know. Back in the day, it would be like, well, there's a king. I haven't fucking met this king. But here, like, the king has like a Snapchat, you know what I'm saying? Like, people can be very clued into your life, and it draws to, like, it's, since there's more of a magnifying glass on people, it's drawing to attention the fact that they're not necessarily who you might hope they would be.
Yeah.
And it's like, what do we do with that? Like, that whole separating the art from the artist thing, I think for most of human history hasn't mattered as much, because like there's no way you're gonna find out that the writer of your favorite book hates puppies. It wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, it's not just hating puppies, but like hates puppies and kicks them when they're down.
Right.
You know?
He kicks puppies.
It's like it's one thing like to like or dislike dogs and puppies. I think it's another thing to be like, oh, I'm gonna go kick them. You know, like maybe you have a bad experience with dogs. Maybe you're allergic to them. Maybe they're just not your cup of tea. But once you cross the line to kicking them, it's like, okay, now you're just the bad person.
Right. But can I still enjoy your book? You know,
your book about like your heavily relatable book that has influenced society as we know it.
Or maybe it just personally influenced me, and like I became the person.
It helps you get through.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
The person I am because you wrote a story about wrote a story about an outcast who's trying to understand himself, you know? And then it's like, man, you were like my surrogate dad, puppy kicker.
But I think where we, like, with the whole celebrity culture thing, was you just forget people are people and attention kind of can fuck with them.
Yes.
You know? Like, people weren't meant to have these many eyes on them at any given time. You know?
Speak for yourself. I was made to be admired by all. Okay, I feel like I might be distracting you a little bit with like this high. Oh no, my God! Fine.
No.
This high concept conversation, or is it helping you get into the groove?
I think it's helping me.
Okay.
It's just.
How would you like to be intellectually stimulated next?
Yeah. So I'm noticing that like part of the like thing is it's just having the right amount of momentum. So I'm hitting that bottom wall with, or I'm jumping further back. I think I don't want to necessarily be jumping from the corner, otherwise I'm hitting the ceiling too soon.
Huh, nice.
Yeah, this is more about jump placement than anything.
Beautiful placement. Huh. Nice. So, maybe let's talk about body image next, because, this character, we gave him a little bit of belly sticking out.
Yeah, I can't believe you ripped off Cyberpunk, 2070 or whatever.
You did?
Yeah, I mean, having robot parts on the body. I mean, also Deus Ex. You just ripped off Deus Ex.
Dude, we ripped off a lot of things all at once. That's really bad. Why am I struggling to think of even one more cyborg? How about Cyborg?
Cyborg.
Ripped off that guy. Man, did you see him in fucking Justice League or whatever? Like the movie? Like he looks really bad for some reason.
I think I enjoyed the Justice League movie. No, wait, did I watch Justice League? I don't know if I watched. I watched Batman vs Superman, not Justice League. Okay.
Well, I think Cyborg is in that in like some weird like kind of cutaway scene for no reason. There's like a bit where they like watch a bunch of ads of other superheroes. Or like it's like he's like looking at the files of like it's like who are all these people? And then they never show up again in the movie because
Ooh, that was satisfying.
that was sexy. Fuck. I'm not watching at the real frame rate, so like I can't. Sometimes I don't know why you died, and I'm pretty sure it's just because our game's broken.
I'm bad.
Or like where those two ideas meet in the middle somewhere. We can do it. Guys, if you have been watching the same jump for all this time, like, hats off. And I'm sure you're just as invested as I am. And he's gonna make it. He's gonna get to the end, I guarantee you. And he's about to make a full flower run. And he's still oh my god!
Ugh! I clipped on. I think I was stuck on the side of that wall.
That sucks, dude.
Oh, I'm going down the wrong way now.
Yeah, you're just gonna have to. I don't know if you can easily get back up. Just gonna have to throw yourself in spikes. You're still tracking ahead of James from Improv. Love that guy. But currently at the bottom of our leaderboards. I won't tell you Sailor's best time for a full flower run because it will send you into deep depression.
Didn't he post that on like the Ashes Discord?
Oh yeah, it's well, I'm sure you don't have it in your brain right now, so I'm not gonna remind you.
I think it was like within like the hundreds, like 500 something.
That was my best full flower time was like 500 and something, 512 I think. His best full flower run was like a little over 200 seconds.
Nice.
Which is
this is why
pure insanity.
This is why I can't be a game I don't enjoy game development because I'm too bad at games to test my own creations.
Well, I mean, like if you made it, you'd know how it worked, right? Like
I don't think that overcomes coordination and stupidity.
True, but you'd make a game for people like you.
Like visual novels.
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember I was helping Ferdy out a bit with his UCANT project.
Okay. Please explain to me at home what UCANT is, and maybe also maybe.
Okay, so it was a Unity-based visual novel. It was an adventure novel.
Okay.
Creator through Unity where you essentially would be able to just write the script and the code would parse it to give you the code would parse it to put up the assets that you wanted on the screen at any given time.
That sounds great.
It was great. Like there's a working demo of it out. He has his own project that he Turnabout Bake Shop, which I think it's out of all the Ace Attorney like engines, like it feels the most Ace Attorney to me.
Interesting. So you're helping Ferdy
I helped him out of.
make a
Yeah,
game?
I helped. Yeah, I helped him debug it a bit and like clean up some code back when I was out of college.
Cool.
But I was like looking for a job. I was like, oh, I need something to do. I don't know if he's still working on it now, because Freddy's more of a code hobbyist. He's not like a full-time.
Sure.
Uh,
These things take a long
or-
time.
oh yeah. But like, look like Freddy's pretty nuts for just being a hobbyist. Like,
Like if he put all of his time into it, he could be a god.
yeah,
But
I
instead,
mean,
he is merely very good.
well,
Oh, nice,
yeah,
nice.
I mean, he's
Oh,
better.
shit.
He's better than someone. He's much better than me, and I have a college degree in this shit. Though,
Well, it's funny, like, because our guy programming this game, Reese, said that, like, his, he had a coding job not so long ago.
yeah.
And which he quit. And he basically said that, like, working on our main game project, like, he learned a lot more doing that than actually, like, working a coding job.
Yeah, well, I think with coding jobs, it kind of depends on the work environment. The place I was working
Sure.
at before being laid off was a great place to learn stuff. Like, I learned more Java there than like I did in college.
Right. Sounded like
And stuff.
his workplace was a very poor place to learn, so maybe that's part of it.
Yeah.
Okay, just so you know, like, you're getting past this level. You have come very close, you know.
And I've got all 5 fucking flowers.
You got all 5 fucking flowers. And, like, once you get past, like, that spit you're stuck on and gets that checkpoint, you're basically home free. Like, you just run to the end, essentially. And, you know, we gotta clock you in, man.
You know what's gonna be funny when we do the podcast follow-up to this, which is gonna be shorter than the actual like Let's Play.
Of course, dude. Look, it's not unusual
Actually,
to spend this long on the game.
It's not unusual.
Yeah.
You know, this is like harkening back to the old gaming days of like where you'd pay $60 for a game, but like it wasn't actually long. You just spent like weeks trying to beat a difficult experience.
Again, homage, dude. Definitely an homage. Definitely not just.
You're not getting $60 from me for this.
Well, we're thinking when we come back and polish this a little more and add a bit more stuff,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be like a couple of dollars.
Yeah. Hey, throw it up on the App Store.
Yeah.
Put some ads on it.
Oh, that is straight up evil on a game like this. Like, you know, watch the ads to
Every
come
time
back to life sooner.
Yeah.
Like a death cooldown. Like, oh god.
No, watch the ads to win.
Right. Just to skip the level.
God, it's so easy to lose momentum in this.
Yes. Well, that's some of that game feel stuff that I'd like to. Oh,
Okay,
nice.
there I go. Okay, I need to practice hitting that wall then.
So I think it's just it's not quite intuitive enough, and like I think it's not fun to just have oh shit, all your momentum just robbed from you. Holy fuck! Okay, this is actually deceptively hard here. Oh my god, you did it!
Ah!
Dude,
I
you
got
can
it.
pretty much run free now.
I'm home. I did it. I'm home.
Okay,
I'm
just
home.
gotta get to your house, and then that'll be your time.
I don't wanna-
And we'll shave off like a minute because like it took a minute to start playing the game. This happens to every single person who's played this game. Like they get to the end and they're so happy that they forget how to do a normal jump.
Well, it's like you'd think that it's just like, oh,
Hey, there you go. There you go.
it's like, oh, your dog's in another castle. Okay, now that's not right.
Oh, sliding backwards slowly? Yeah, that was something we couldn't fix. It's not like an uncommon bug either. I think pretty much every time you beat this game, he slowly slides back. But he can't leave the level or fall off.
Okay.
So, you know, game still functions. Thanks for playing, man. You made it.
No, that was fun.
You got all the flowers.
That was fun. I got all the flowers. 2702 isn't too bad.
It's not too bad. Especially like I think you got a lot better at the game as it went on.
Yeah. I think I got a point where I was starting to fade a bit, like I played it a bit too much and I was making the same mistakes
Yeah.
near the end.
And we're having a very heady conversation. I reckon, like, you know, on another run, I think you'll do better. But you know, I'll let you wait for the updated version of the game.
Yeah, I'll say, fun enough, this seems like just perfectly made for like the speedrunning community, you know?
Yeah. Well, like we added in that timer like really close to the end, but we just thought like, oh, this would be a really good idea. And like I think it's become like when I share it with my friends, it's like how good can your time be?
Yeah, no, like it adds so much. If I were to say like if you were to add more to this game, I think it'd be really cool to like have like maybe either power ups or like stage effects that like affect the jump timer. So
yeah,
like
that's kind of like the main mechanics. It'll be fun to play with it somehow.
Like it's like sometimes like if it makes it jump quicker or jump slower, or affects the trajectory of the jump.
Yeah, or maybe it's like a consumable item that like you can use that like kind of like using mushrooms in time trials in Mario Kart or something. I think that could be cool.
Yeah.
But I think,
or like you could, or like maybe like stages that have like magnets that like even though it's trying to jump it, like it won't like lift up.
Oh, so like you won't jump if you're on that platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's lots of cool things we could do. Like and we gotta be careful not to let our imaginations get too wild because we don't want to take away too much from our main project. But I do want to add some more stuff because like just having some more level mechanics would be really cool. Sailor really wants to add like falling blocks, like the donut blocks in Mario.
Well, I think it's always cool to have like something else that like you can like always like refresh your breath with a bit.
Yes.
It's like you always have this to jump back to and like add a bit of features to if you need to take a little bit of a breather or to cleanse your palate.
Yeah, we're thinking of just coming back to it every now and again, just to add a few bits and bobs.
I think it'd be cool if you had this character. What's the main character's name? If like Pat like somehow cameoed in your main game.
I mean, given that he's got cyborg limbs, I'm not sure it's possible, but our composer said the same thing. Like we gotta sneak this guy into the game somehow.
I think even just like some sort of like reference, like you have like malfunctioning boots or something as like an item, or something in the background.
I love creating characters in little worlds. Like it was fun even though it didn't make it into the game, like trying to figure out what the story was in this game, and like there's like these in the second cave area. There's like little like bits of like emerald, and then you get into a bit deeper, and there's like shit tons of gems everywhere. I guess the idea that he works on this planet and which is being mined for its resources and shit. Like I don't know, it's just fun to let your imagination run.
I wonder what a boss battle would look like with this.
Oh, true. I feel like it would be one of those boss battles that's very much like a puzzle, like how.
Yeah, like a puzzle platformer boss. Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, thanks for getting to the end. I hope you enjoyed the roast chicken I drew. I'm very proud of that roast chicken.
And if you if you liked seeing the game for yourself, you want to play it yourself. The links into this description. You can also check it out on the Studio Hipsword Twitter.
Yeah, thanks. If you give this game a go, let me know what you think, or tell me your best time, and whether or not it was a flower run or a non-flower run.
Yeah, let's get this trending on Twitter. Do what's the game called again?
Legs Outta Line.
Let's do hashtag Legs Out of Line and like post a picture of your score. Challenge your friends to do better.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Because this should be lit.
Legs Outta Line be lit.
Yeah.
Here's one last fun bit of lore. That dog's name is Dango.
Dango Mango?
It's named after our composer's dog.
Oh, that's cute.
Yep.
And this has been Bros in a Landfill play Lunchbillion's art project with his friends. Yay! And next time you buy boots, make sure they're not malfunctioning so you don't have to platform.
Sure.
Because if you take my opinion for it, platforming sucks.
It's very hard.
Only good. Yeah, the only good games are the ones with text boxes where you just have to keep pushing the A button through them. That's all that. That's
well,
the only
you'll like our
good
other
type of video
game
game there is.
because that's pretty much what that is gonna be. Except there's also a strategy game attached to it.
Yeah, well, the jokes on you strategy RPGs are like one of my least favorite genres of games.
Fuck. Well, it'll be hop and hop, you know.
I think I'll still buy. Oh, just as I like it.
Oh, this fucking sucks. I love this part. This fucking sucks. All right, I'm gonna hit the stop button now.
Yeah. But